We need to start listening to each other. We need to start really trying to get to know each other, because that's what we have to do before we can fully love someone. I think sometimes all of us need a little reminder to be slow to answer. Right? In Ben Sira, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 11, it says, "Be swift to hear, but slow to answer." How many times do we want to answer quickly to somebody? Or if we are in a discussion, we're listening to them just so we can answer. But the Bible says to be slow to answer. I think another way we can think about that is take your time getting to know somebody. You're never going to be able to love them fully or help them if you don't understand where they're coming from. When we are too fast to answer someone, or not really taking the time to listen and understand someone else, we risk being just like the Pharisees in John's Gospel. I'm just going to read a little bit to you from John chapter 8. It starts at verse 12. Jesus spoke to them again, saying, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." So the Pharisees said to him, "You testify on your own behalf, so your testimony cannot be verified." Jesus answered and said to them, "Even if I do testify on my own behalf, my testimony can be verified, because I know where I came from and where I am going. But you do not know where I come from or where I am going. You judge by appearances, and I do not judge anyone." I love this gospel because I think it challenges us to see Jesus in the people we disagree with. Right? How often are we talking to someone and they kind of get frustrated? They say, whoa, you're judging me before you know me. When you hear that, take a step back, because maybe we're just like the Pharisees in that moment, where we discredit anything Jesus says, right? We say, well, your testimony can't be verified, so I'm not even going to listen to you. And Jesus just says, but you do not know where I come from or where I am going. You judge by appearances. Next time we disagree with someone and they're getting frustrated or mad and they say, you don't know me, take a step back. Because right, maybe you do know them and they're just not understanding what you're trying to say. But first, we should realize maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I really don't know them as much as I did. We need to listen to people and fully understand them before coming up with an opinion or a judgment. Because how are we ever supposed to love or help someone if we don't even know them or know their circumstances or know what they love and their pains? For those in the United States, I think listening is a big problem right now. People are angry from all different walks of life, but we're not taking the time to understand where their anger comes from. I think if we did that, we could better understand one another and actually work towards real help and progress in this country. But I don't want this to just be for big, disagreements or events too. Even in your own household, are there moments where, maybe you're a mother and your kid is yelling at you because they want to play video games and, you're thinking that's silly, no, you should be doing this. Maybe they're stressed out and really tired, and maybe it's not even necessarily the video games they want. Or maybe it is because it's the only way that they can connect with their friends right now. We need to understand where people are coming from first, so then we can help and work towards agreements that work for everybody. Please search within your own heart, and I know I need to too. How often do you really sit and try to get to know somebody? Really try to make sense of what they're saying, not so that you can respond, so that you can better love the other person. Slow down in listening and understanding, and let that be your first priority. Don't listen just so you can respond, because then your first priority is responding and saying what you want to. Have your first priority really be to listen. The Pharisees did not listen to Jesus. They didn't even know where he was coming from. We have a lot to learn from other people when we really take the time to get to know them.